Tammy Sue.
Yeah.
Bjork Kronborg Breckman says, my 1 week old Frenchie puppy has been screaming for an hour. She's well fed and has gained 85% since her birth weight. She acts like all the other puppies, but she started screaming an hour ago. What do I do? What do you think? Just going through your head there. What do you think the problem is?
How old are they?
A week old. One puppy all of a sudden starts screaming. Everybody else is doing
Did
fine.
she get squished?
That's one possibility, isn't it? So
Look at that.
Yeah. So that's one possibility. The way to find that out is, if that's the case, get the puppy in your hand, just kind of feel it all around, smush and squish on it, and see whether there's a place where it really is upset if you touch it. So that's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. So it could be physical trauma. So if that's the case, find out what's going on. You know, what do you do about this? You know, if it is physical trauma, if you've got a broken bone, you're gonna have to go to the vet. If it's just a sore place, and just keep an eye on it, hopefully the puppy overcomes that within 24 hours. So other things could be, if the puppy has a really bloated tummy, it could have tummy gases. You know, what do you call that in human beings? An upset stomach, basically. Gas. There you go. Gas. Yeah, and gas can be really painful, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it could just be gas, in which case it'll pass fairly soon. It could be that it's constipated, and for that one, you warm water enema with a dash of soapy water in it. So I think those things to go. You know, after that, take his temperature over 102, go to the vet, seek some vet help. Okay. Red Sea is saying that they've got a puppy. They want to know if it's both Lilac and Isabella. It's little b, little d, little d. And that is not a Lilac, that is an Isabella. So what's going on here is a Lilac would be non-testable chocolate, or what we now call cocoa. So that'd be little b, little co, little d. And Isabella would be what you have here, little b, little d. And a new shade would be both versions of chocolate. That'd be little b, little co, little d. My seatbelt's on.
Yeah, because I'm driving.
Yes. I just had a litter, this one for Tammy. Just had a litter of English bulldogs, and the mum doesn't seem interested in them. It's the first time being a mother, and she's 1.5 years old. And any advice?
How old are the puppies now?
She did not tell us that, but presumably they've just been born recently, because the mum's not showing any interest in them. So.
And you gotta make her.
Right. So how do you do that?
In a nice, firm way.
How do you do that?
Get inside that cage with her, lay her down, tell her what a wonderful mama she is and how beautiful her babies are, and, you know, let her smell the babies and lick on them. If she's refusing to lick on them, put some peanut butter on them.
That's what I was wanting you to say. Your peanut butter trick.
Yeah. Then just keep working with her.
Yeah.
Tell her she's gonna be a good mama whether she likes it or not.
Yeah. So the thing that Tammy's...
It'll kick in. I promise you, it'll kick in.
Yes, what Tammy's alluding to here is, first off, new mums, never been through this before, come out of anesthesia, completely lost, don't know what's going on, and they absolutely can look at those like they're rats crawling around them. So what Tammy's saying is exactly what you do. I mean, if you can get the cage with the puppy's fine. If not, get the puppy and mama out on a blanket, the living room floor, and get mum to start sniffing and licking on puppies. And Tammy's idea about the peanut butter on their bums is an absolute trick that works, because they will lick that off, and that's the beginning stages of them realizing that these are their puppies. And then after she's taken a puppy and licked on it, maybe it's pooped a little bit, she's licked that up, stick that puppy onto a nipple, and then get the next puppy out. And just, if she wants to get up, put your arm on her neck. Not hard, but just be firm, right? If you don't win this battle, you're going to be raising the puppies.
You're going to be the mama.
You're going to be the mama.
Every 2 hours.
And we have never, ever, that I can think of, one time, not lost this battle, right? We've always won it, right? We've never had this happen where we're 3 weeks. If you don't get this sorted out within a couple of days, you've lost the battle.
A couple of days, first 24 hours.
Well, that's probably right. Yeah, exactly. So you've lost the battle. So you've got to be firm, but loving.
Yes.
Reinforcing.
Right.
And consistent.
She's just not sure. This is her first time.
Exactly. It's not like anybody said, hey, by the way, on February the 20th, you're going in for a C-section, you're going to have babies. We have no clue.
I'll tell you what, Kit's been a wonderful, wonderful mama.
Yeah, this is the litter we have right now. Technicos Intercontinental says, should I be worried my female Frenchie is 11 months old and hasn't got a heat?
11 months old has got heat.
Has not had a heat.
Has not had a heat.
Right.
Keep on waiting.
Right.
She could be one of these that's a year old.
Or older.
And that doesn't mean next time she's going to do that.
No. But it's quite. I mean, most dogs have their first heat something between 9 and 12 months. Some dogs don't have until they're as late as a year and a half. And what are you going to do about this? Nothing. You're not. I mean, you don't give. There are things that you can give to dogs to bring them in heat. But no way would you think about doing this to a puppy.
You'll end up injuring something else.
Yeah, exactly.
And never being able to breed them again.
What's the axiom? Good things come to those that wait.
Right.
Something like that. Anyway, I think
Good things come to those who wait.
That's what you need to do. The good things are coming. Just wait.
Yes.
Here's a good one from Humberto, Algeria. On a busy stud, how many shipmate flasks should you have in stock? That's a great question. I've not think I've answered that one before. So let's talk about that. So first off, what the heck is a shipmate flask? The shipmate flask is our patented shipping system to send
James invented.
that I invented.
That you sell.
That we sell on mybreedersupply.com.
Mybreedersupply.com.
And it is what's called it is the only that I'm aware of. It's patented, so it better be. It's the only active shipping system that's out there.
No, it is patented.
Right. And the way it works is it basically controls the temperature inside the flask to maintain it, slowly cool down from room temperature to 5 degrees, stay there for a trip that can last for days. Okay, so then the question is, how many of these do you need? And that's a great question. And the answer is this. A busy stud, I would consider a busy stud, is a stud that's being used twice a week. That's about as much as you can do. And you might be in a situation they're doing double pulls. So you may have as many as 4 pulls in a week. That dog is not going to do too well after the second week, but let's just go with 4 pulls a week. So we'll go with the maximum. So you've got a stud that's doing 4 pulls a week. So here's the problem. You ship the first shipmate out, and I have them, and if I'm doing 2 back to back, 2 days apart, I'll tell them to keep the first flask and send both flasks back when we're finished. So now you've got a day for the flask to get there, a day in between, a day for them to get the second flask, and a day for them to ship it back, and then about 5 days to get back to you. We've just gobbled up 10 days before you get your 2 flasks back. And you need 4 more flasks. You need basically 4 more flasks for next week. So the answer is that I think that you need to have, for a busy stud, you need to have 8 to 10 flasks. I know it's a lot of money, but the important thing here is that you successfully get these dog bred, and that's what Shipmate's all about. So,
sorry.
The other thing that we do is we put a pre-return label in all of our shipments, so we get the flasks back, and a piece of paper that says, please return these flasks. Here's a prepaid label, it won't cost you anything. And if you don't send it back, we don't sign off on your AKC registration until we've got our $150 flask.
That's how you get it back.
That's how you get it back, right?
Because they want that paper signed so they can get their puppies AKC registered.
And then what you're also going to find is occasionally people are lapsed on sending them back, or they don't send them back at all. So you are going to lose a few of these as well. So I would say start with 10. I know it's a lot to go swallow rather than but the difference here is getting dogs bred versus not getting dogs bred. So do we have time for one more? Yeah, I think we do. Get one more, yeah.
Gotta be short one.
I'll let Tammy answer this one. I can't even pronounce the name. Iglin Sinkara. I'm just going to read it exactly the way it's written. Why are you doing this? Are you a vet? Like, why don't do it? Actually, why are you doing it?
We're doing it.
This is
because we like to help people.
Yeah, this is about.
We're not a vet. You're correct. We're not a vet.
That's right. That's exactly right. We're not a vet.
So when you got big problems, you better be calling your vet. We just give you help.
Well, I
with
think
these videos.
Every single video that we have has a disclaimer at the back end of it. And the disclaimer says basically, we are not a vet. This is what we have been doing over the 20 years we've been breeding dogs. But it doesn't mean that's what
20 years, James.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that's what you should be doing. It's just our experience. Take it as you want.
And
please.
then we get other people's ideas on their experience.
Oh yeah, I mean people try to we share it, yes. This is a place for people
helping other people help people.
So I think there was some other things from this person, I actually deleted them because they were fairly offensive. But the point here is please, be constructive about stuff. And remember, we're not vets. We don't purport to be vets.
No.
And any information you get, you use at your own risk. I want to make that absolutely clear. At the same time, we try to give you as honest and accurate information as we can.
And then always Google the information too.
That's right.
Anything you're looking for.
Anything you get, if it doesn't,
ask your vet, ask us, Google.
Like this person here doesn't think this is right. That is a perfect opportunity to go Google it.
Right.
Don't believe what I'm saying. Don't take me as being the Frenchy whisperer, because I'm not.
Do some work yourself.
Do a little bit of work yourself, and if you don't like the results, come back here and explain why. I'm more than happy, and I like positive comments and I like negative comments, as long as negative comments explain what the right procedure is. Comments is just say, and I say this a few times, and I don't mean to harp on it, but it does get a bit frustrating sometimes. We're here to help people. We're not here to steer people in the wrong direction. So, if you don't like the answer, then either go away and go somewhere else. That's fine, not going to offend us. Turn it off. Or make a positive comment on what you think is wrong, so that we can then address that in a conversation about why we think it's right or how we need to change what we're doing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
I don't mean to get on my high horse, because look, we've got 50,000 people looking at our subscribers now, and we really appreciate all of you guys. And I think for the most part, people get great information and we get good feedback, but we can't make everybody happy. And that's not our intent, by the way, to make everybody happy. Our intent is to So there we go. I've got off of my high horse now.
Remember, call me if you're interested in one of our babies. Kit, and his name is, say it again.
Bijon.
No.
No, I think that's it.
It's BJORN.
URN. Bijon. It's a
Bon.
It's a Viking name,
Viking
like
name.
Icelandic.
We were saying it all wrong.
Yes, we said bonjour, which is completely wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong.
It's Bijon, I believe. But
No.
the phone number that Tammy for this stuff.
Beyond.
If people have asked about prices on puppies and things like that, on every one of those puppy videos, there's a phone number on the very leader part of it. There's Tammy's phone number, so you can get it right done.
580-799-1910. Fluffy carriers, testable chocolate, cocoa, blue, cream, AT. Don't miss out.
And back again.
2 boys and 1 girl.
I don't mean to.
2 girls and 1 boy. Sorry.
I don't want to come out negative to all the people who watch this stuff. I don't want to be that. We're not negative people at all. But hey, and we really appreciate the people who subscribe to us. Why? Because it helps us out in terms of making us believe that we're doing the right stuff for you guys, and also we want to also talk about our products occasionally too. So there we go. What else, Tammy?
I'm ready for you to quit talking.
Bye. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.